Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're on to game number 2 between oGsMC, gonna be our blue Protoss player down here in the bottom, and the victor of the last match, EGHuK. Huck will be hanging out here in the top side of Antigua Shipyard as our red Protoss player. Last game, we saw Huck be the aggressor with the Stalkers, get the Blink Stalkers, went out there and pressured, and just applied enough pressure with just like 4 or 5 Stalkers, while MC was like playing really defensive. Got up a pretty big army, but like I think there was a timing window there where he could have actually went out and attacked Huck and actually done quite a bit of damage, because he was cutting probes quite a bit that game just to get such a nice tech advantage and such a nice army lead against Huck. But I mean, as soon as Huck, like at the very last moment, warped in like a couple DTs, a whole round of zealots, and at that point Huck just had a big lead as far as army goes, and went in for a really nice timing, and his timings just worked out a little bit better than MC's did, along with just getting that really big macro advantage early in mid-game with all the extra probes. I was kind of really surprised about how much of an advantage he had as far as harvesters go in that game. So we'll see what's going to happen this game. Once again, MC choosing to get the later buildings than Huck, which was kind of interesting because he sacrifices the buildings to get units. I mean, it's a really weird thing the way he did it last game. Like, you saw him get buildings later, but yet have a bigger army throughout the majority of the game than Huck, but he just had a lower probe count. So it's just really interesting how he liked to play that last game. So we'll see what's going to happen this game. Zealot coming out here for Huck, and let's see what MC's going to go for. Probably going to throw down a Cybernetics core. Yep, that's what you pretty much do in PvP these days. Throw down a Cybernetics core. Huck getting a second pylon just a little bit later. We'll see. He's going to take gas number 2 first this game. Gas number 2 is going to go first for MC. MC's going to take that gas down there. So probably we may see the Gateway Robo play from both players this game once again, like we did last game. That Zealot bouncer going to get that probe out of his base. He could have actually stuck around there a little bit longer, but I guess he figures he has as much information as he needs it. So MC's going to fall back. Second gateway out here for MC. Chrono boosting out a Stalker. We may see a like a 2-gate Stalker pressure here from MC into Blink Stalker. That might be his plan this game. He's moving a probe over here to left, probably for a pylon. I'm kind of expecting him to throw down a pylon. Huck running around doing some scouting, maybe going to go through his own pylon over here. That's what it looks like. Put a probe here on the high ground, throw down a pylon. Kind of expect that. And MC, I definitely think, is going to throw a pylon down here up on the high ground and apply some pressure. So a lot of pressure coming from both players. 3 gates up now, or 3 gates going to be up here pretty soon for Huck. Warp gate for both players is pretty close. Huck with just a little bit of a lead there, because he did get his Cybernetics core out a little bit sooner. Running out of Chrono Boost. MC's Nexus is running dry on Chrono Boost, but Huck still has quite a bit here. And now we have the Twilight Council going to go down for Huck, so Huck going to go for the 3 gateway, probably Blink Stalker play here. And is he going to scout it out? Oh, the Stalker from Huck is going to scout it out. He needs to go to the left. Yes, he does see it just in the nick of time. Does not let MC cancel that, because that finished before he got Envision. Unfortunately, MC was probably thinking, oh man, if he would have got there just a couple seconds sooner, I could have canceled it. It would have been great. But only lost 25 minerals. But anyways, MC playing defensive here, has some sentries out, and what is his next plan here? Let's see, pylon. That really doesn't explain much. But more sentries coming out. Is he going to throw down a Nexus or what here? I'm kind of curious. What do we got over here? Stargate. Ooh, Stargate player from MC. We may see some Phoenixes coming out. Huck throwing down a pylon outside, and another one up here. This may just be a diversion when he's going to plan on canceling that no matter what. I think that's what he's going to go here. You know, it's kind of a misdirection, showing like, oh, here's my pylon, yeah, I'm going to come attack you. But in all reality, he was planning on this one being his primary pylon from the get-go. So a little bit of misdirection there from Huck, Magician Huck. And with these Blink Stalkers, if Huck can get a couple rounds of Blink Stalkers in there, actually no DTs, he's going straight for DTs. Oh man, this is going to be bad news for MC. MC has no detection. He's got sentries. That's about all he can do is force field the ramp if he just sees a DT coming. And oh man, he needs to get that Phoenix out there. He's going to pressure across the map here. Is MC going to come up and scout this? No, does not see it yet. And Huck has a really interesting playstyle. He He likes to play very aggressive here in this PvP against MC. MC playing really safe for the most part, except he doesn't have detection. He's going to get that Phoenix out, and he's trying to play the waiting game here. He doesn't want to show the Phoenix until he gets 3 or 4 of them probably. But really what he needs to do is scout out his opponent and see that there actually is DTs on the way, because they're really close to getting out, and he's got a really close spawn in here. So MC's going to have to see it coming, warp in the force fields, otherwise it's just going to be straight up GG here. More Zealots now being warped in for MC, and HuK has a nice army composition out here, just Zealots and a couple Stalkers, but we're going to see some DTs be warped in here. Does he have enough gas to warp in 1? Looks like he's got enough to warp in 2. 2 DTs on the way. And he has a nice wall here. He needs to hold position. That's so the Zealots or DTs cannot get in. What does he have coming? He's got a robo on the way, but that is a little late. These DTs are a lot closer than probably MC's expected. And are they in hold position? Yes, they are. Force field is going to go down, but force is in the wrong place. These DTs are going to cut their way in. Nice second force field. Oh, look at that. Right on top of each other. He's going to need to land another one so they don't get in. Oh, no, Archon. And now that DT is completely trapped. He's going to focus fire, kill down the Archon. Phoenix is coming over here, not going to be able to do too much. But oh no, a little late on that second or third force field. Let the Zealots in. Phoenix is now going to have to do some cleanup work here. But those Stalkers deal so much damage to those Phoenixes, and Zealots just chopping way through MC's base. And oh man, MC is next. His warp gate is finished over here, but there's just too many units here. Just Zealots, or sorry, DTs in the base. And HuK is once again just rampaging through MC's base, and Phoenixes can't do anything about the DTs, unfortunately. Trying to warp in some more Zealots, pulling probes, but it's just too much. I think MC's going to have to GG here pretty soon, trying to run his probes. So they're trying to get this Observer out at all costs, but there's still... he has 2 Phoenixes and 2 Zealots. That's about all he has here to defend this. Oh, and even losing the pylon. GG. That's the game. Killed that 1 critical pylon that was powering all those buildings, and... that sealed the deal for HuK. HuK wins the series 2-0 versus MC. And I gotta say, just HuK's really aggressive playstyle has just worked wonders against MC in the series. I like the DT play. It worked great against the Phoenixes. Maybe if MC would have had some better force fields, maybe seen the DTs coming. You know, if he would have landed those force fields perfectly, he would have bought enough time for the observers to get out. And if he would have had an observer to deal with it, I think he would have been obviously in a much better position. I'm not sure how well those Phoenixes would have fared against Archon, Zealot, Stalker timing, pushing up the ramp there, because HuK probably would have just, you know, after he noticed the observer was out, just make Archons like he did last game and just go in for a push. You don't have to worry about force fields on the ramp, because you can just crush those guys, go up in there, take them out. So, yep, that's the end of this series. HuK taking it 2-0 over MC. I hope you guys enjoyed these commentaries from me. If you want to hear some more, go check out my YouTube page at youtube.com/EonShiKeno. Go subscribe, like all my videos. I'd really appreciate it. And that's it for me. See you guys later.